Hey y'all, one thing that I would actually like to touch up on, and excuse me if I look like really like tired, it's because these allergies are killing me. But one thing that I would like to touch up on is what I realized is that, you know, when saying within our community, right, black community, when I get like kind of sometimes get compliments, well, fuck it, most of the time when I get compliments, it's always followed with a but. And I also feel that we have a problem when it comes to the feeling of always needing to look, perfect all the time, even it means to a point where it's like I don't know how to explain it, bro, but it's like, of course I wear my natural hair all the time, and they would say like, your hair is nice. I like your hair, but I know someone that could give you a trim or something like that, and it's just like, it's just really, it's like at this point you might as well have took back the compliment, because it just, I feel like, when they do it, it's just to get a closer look at you and say, up close, saying, it's not really genuine, saying, it's like it's not out of appreciation for how you showed up or how you choose to show up, It's usually just to get a closer look into what could be wrong, if saying, about what could be wrong. Like, we just can't, you can't just be, beautiful as is. It's always something that needs to be altered or done or tweaked a bit. And it's like, and I see how it plays out in our relationships, saying, versus their relationships with other races and whatnot. It's like, but even it's probably because we only see like the good parts out there. But I pretty much know that there's still a hypercritical element there, and it's really kind of funny, coming from these people whose hair is not in like a really healthy state. Like, their shit looks like it's been like, just deep fried, like spinning and stuff like that. And they have the audacity to just be like, I like your hair, but, or, I know someone that can give you a silk press that will look so pretty if it's long and stuff. And it's like, not only do I know that I look good and that I look perfect as what I am, but it's like, I know what you're trying to do. And even when they do it in front of others, it's also trying to, I know it's also trying to make us not, appear attractive to other people. You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to, it's trying to cast, invisibility upon you, right? In a sense, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I know that, I check the mirror every morning, okay? Like, I know I look good when I walk out the door. And I know people see me even when they pretend to not to. And I think it happens to a lot of us black women, you know what I'm saying? Just know that, I just want you to know that, trust me, they see you. They just pretend not to. Or when they see that other people see you, they try to, they try to, either bring attention to, like, something that's not really even a flaw, just so, they can get other people to see that flaw, right? Just to make sure to see, just to, make them not any more attracted to you. But even if those people, now change their focus to that so-called flaw, then they're not meant to be in your space anyway. But, and also, I hate that we are very hypercritical of each other, and how we always try to, like, push somebody back into this boring ass mode that is Eurocentric standards. Or any standard, you know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's like, yes, I can always do, an Instagram baddie aesthetic, but, I like variety, you know what I'm saying? I don't like, doing one style, which is why I don't really stick to one aesthetic anyway. And I don't really care if other people don't prefer it, or if it's unpolished, like this obsession with like a polished look or something like that, and it's like, just don't look at me. But I know that I'm bringing something, different and new to the scene, and that's the whole point of it, is that, it's not polished. Because, this is real. I'm a real woman. I make, I work, and I go through challenges, and I think that's what my whole aesthetic is about. It's not about being perfect. It's more so like, well, my summary is that I'm more of like a 80s type of person, whether it's in that sentimental category, or, what they call edgy, I'm either in that soft, 80s thing, or, basically like hardcore. But it's the 80s that is not pretty, that is not, necessarily polished, it's real, it's it's everyday. It's like, what would a lovecore 80s, a lovecore girly in the 80s, an everyday girl in the 80s, what would she be like? And I said, that would be me, right? And I'm also, Sandra Clark is my inspiration as well. So that's why I always wear, big hair no matter what, because I just feel like the straight look is just boring. I can always do that. And then even when I do, the straight hair thing, it doesn't even stay straight for that long. So it's like, I might as well just spend like money on extensions, but, I don't want to do that. I just like bigger hair, that's just me. It's just that people have really narrowed their vision, and it just really sucks when people just do not see people beyond that, They just see it as, black and white. And just because I'm not, because I'm not in that category, that doesn't make me ugly. That makes me, it's okay to be ugly, I'm not saying that, or average or whatnot. But it doesn't make me, unattractive to the whole world. It doesn't make me, it doesn't make me doomed for life. But, because other people panic when they're not in that category, they feel that you have to panic, right? They feel you have to be anxious. You have to go in, in hypercritical mode of yourself. And it's like, we're not doing that over here. we are not doing that over here, right? But yeah, we really need to get over that. That's so like, it's just so lame to me. It's so lame. And the nerve, people don't even meet these standards, but they want to tell you that you need to, that you need to do this and do that. And I'm like, okay, unless you got money and you're paying for it, then you can tell me what to do. But, I like the way that I look, right? I like the way that I look, everything that they told me is a flaw. It's like, okay, I don't think there's nothing wrong. This is how, it's just as my world as it is yours, so like, I like the way that I look, you know what I'm saying? Even with all the like the flaws and stuff, I just feel like, if I was to look any different, I would look weird, you know what I'm saying? I would look unlike my usual self. I see myself the way that I've been for so long that if I see myself with anything else, I wouldn't feel, it wouldn't feel like me. It would feel like, I feel like I wouldn't be, I feel like I wouldn't have as much of a unique look, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have a look that is made just for me and something that only I can pull off, you know what I'm saying? The way that I look gives me permission to create something in a sense where it's like only I can do this. And that's what makes the joy of looking like me, smelling like me, that's what makes these things better, and that's what makes you less likely, to compare yourself to others, and that's what I think about every time, every time I start to like internalize these things, right? Like, because I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, no one like looks like me. No one can, do the things that I do and show up the way that I show up, and no one can look the way that I look in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Because even though it's within the same category or whatnot, there's something that you do, there's a detail that you do that makes it all different. Just like Vaseline, right? They're all the same product. They're all the same. They all use the same thing. But, they all look different. Different words, different signs, different visuals, everything. But yeah, I wanted to talk about that. Sorry if I was rambling. I was having some fun. I really was having fun.